So I am throwing a round mug. Before I start to pour, I like to have a nice curve here. So I'm using my number 3. This is my new wooden rib number 3. Okay, 3 holes here, and I hold it on one of it. Use this curve to compress on the inner part. It is similar to my round rib, so that the eye start with a nice curve. Okay, and then I just follow through the curve, and I'm lifting using my left, since this is very low, that the height of the clay is low, so I'm just going to use my left fingers to pull, and put my right hand here to support it here, support my thumb, and maybe stabilize the wall while I'm lifting. So follow the curve. I just use my number 3 to compress it, so the inner part still stay with a nice curve, and I can bring the rim close so it's more like a mug. To compress it again, so I don't lose the nice curve that I just did. And then follow the curve and try to make it thinner. I'm using my metal rib to remove all the slip. So I will bring back my number 3 wooden rib again to compress the inner part. Right, so I'm using my number 3 compressing, well, half round rib to compress the inner part, so that this curve follow this curve here. And I am from up the hump, so usually I would use before I cut it off, use my fingernail here to make an indentation, and that's where I'm going to place my cutting wire or cutting line to cut from. Just let it sit right there and then let go and pull with my right hand. Okay, so that's how I cut it, and I can remove it from the wheel, right, and put it aside and continue to throw another one. Okay, so, and some people do put piece of paper here so that the rim stays, but my way of doing it is that if you make this part here small enough, actually when you pick it up, your hand is holding right there on the thicker spot, and when I pick it up, you see that the rim stays. It's not squeezed by my hand because my hand is holding on the strong spot here. And also this part here, I was using the rib to get rid of all the slip, so this piece is not slip up my finger, so it stays on the same shape. Okay, so that's the demonstration of using my number 3. Okay, you hold it, there are 3 holes here, so I'm holding right here and then compressed it. So let me cut it open to show you what is the shape look like inside. Okay, and you see that's how my rib is fitting right there, right? So compress from the center, right, and gradually push. Okay, until here, and then the top, I was just using my rib to my finger inside and hold it. So with the nicer curve, you will have a nicer curve on the inside. Outside it's adjustable. You just trim accordingly, right? So that's easy. But the inner part is more important than the outer part. So you want to get the inner part nice and smooth and perfect round. So using something to compress it, it's easier. Okay, so this is how my number 3 wooden rib, half round, medium-sized wooden rib working. Okay, I designed a tool to help you achieve your job easier. This curve already, with my experience, this curve is nice to fit it. If you want to make something with a very round inner part, this is a very good tool to do. Okay, number 3. A nice mug. Okay, thanks for watching.